What is going on, everybody? Snow White has finally arrived. The movie that no one wanted to see, and according to Box Office Mojo, nobody has seen. So there's already tons of reviews. People are blaming wokeness. People are blaming Rachel Zegler. I think she brought in death threats to Gal Gadot. I don't know if she actually insinuated those, but people did bring death threats to Gal Gadot. So Rachel Zegler, very bad lady, very stupid girl, very dumb woman, girl, chick, bitch, hoe, whatever you want to call her. So, for the record, I did not see the movie, and I'm not going to see the movie. So, I thought it would be fun if I read the Wikipedia plot summary for you, so you don't have to see the movie. If you haven't, if you don't care what happens, this is it. This is a new segment I like to call John Spoils. This is for bad movies that people don't want to see. I'm going to do one for Minecraft. I'm going to do one for, I don't know, Jurassic World Rebirth, whatever. Because those Jurassic World movies are awful. But this should be fun. Right now, the domestic... First of all, the movie's budget was like 180, 200 million something. Insane. Way more than any Snow White movie ought to ever cost. So, that is not a good sign. Right now, the domestic America-only theaters have raked in $48,772,185. That's not a lot. Worldwide, it's made $92,629,251. Certainly not a lot. I think reporters suggest that it's going to have to break at least $500 million to break even. And today's Thursday, so it's already been out for a full week, which means that the majority of the money it's going to make, it has already made. So, boy oh boy, the question isn't how much is this going to make. The question is how much is Disney going to lose? They played with fire. They wanted to bring in politics, but then they also blamed Rachel Zegler for bringing in politics. You remember her Free Palestine comment? She's pro-Palestine. Gal Gadot, whatever her name is Jewish. She's from Israel. So, a lot of tension there, and it is so funny to see Disney play with fire and get burnt. So, according to Wikipedia, the budget was $240 to $270 million, which is insane. I can't believe Disney spent almost $300 million on a Snow White movie. Really? Anyway. Oh, by the way, the director is Mark Webb. That's the same guy who did those terrible Andrew Garfield Spider-Man movies that nobody liked when they came out. And then when Spider-Man No Way Home came out, everyone said it was underrated. Nostalgia is a hell of a drug. Nostalgia is the most addictive drug ever. There's stuff that I'm nostalgic for. I grew up watching The Misadventures of Flapjack and Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends. I may be nostalgic for those shows, but they still kind of suck. Okay? Just because you're nostalgic for something and you grew up watching it does not mean, ergo, it is good. Okay? So, that's just for the record. That's its whole separate video. But anyway, I'm going to read you the Wikipedia summary because I don't plan on paying $10 to see this piece of crap. I don't know anyone who does. I feel so embarrassed that it's made any money at all. Because Disney shills, idiots who don't know any better, morons, stupid people have paid to see this movie. If you talk to someone, here's how you judge someone's intelligence. You ask them, did you go see Snow White in theaters? If their answer is anything other than no, I absolutely did not, cut them off, delete them from your social media, block them, unfriend them. If they're a spouse or a romantic partner, dump them, get a divorce, have them arrested, do whatever you want to do, but they are dumb people. And I am smart. because I'm about to find out what happens in this movie, and I'm not even going to pay to see it. So, let's get into this. How bad could it be? How bad could it really be? Plot. A benevolent king and queen welcome their daughter during a snowstorm, naming her Snow White to honor the day. Wow. What great storytelling. Years later, the queen becomes ill and passes away. The king hastily remarries before mounting a campaign against imminent dangers to the kingdom. When he does not return, the new queen usurps the throne, revealing herself as an enchantress whose vanity surpasses her beauty. Okay. Under the evil queen's rule, subjects are either left destitute or conscripted into the royal guard. Snow White, meanwhile, is confined to the palace as a scullery maid. The queen, fearing Snow White's beauty will outshine her own, consults a magic mirror daily, asking it to name the fairest one of all. The mirror always responds in her favor, pleasing her. One day, Snow White sees Jonathan, the cynical leader of a band of thieves, raiding the pantry. When he is sentenced, she frees him. That same day, the magic mirror declares that Snow White is now the fairest. Enraged, the queen orders the royal huntsman to take Snow White into the forest. Yeah, real beauty lies within, we know. They did that with Beauty and the Beast like 30 years ago. And Beauty and the Beast is one of the best animated movies of all time. That's what the moral is, in case you didn't get that. Enraged, the queen orders the royal huntsman to take Snow White into the forest, kill her, and bring her heart back in a jeweled box. The compassionate huntsman instead warns Snow White of the evil queen's intentions. At his urging, Snow White flees deep into the forest. Oh my god, look at how long this is. Lost and frightened, friendly forest animals lead her to a reclusive cottage owned by 7 dwarves named Doc, Grumpy, Bashful, Sleepy, Sneezy, Happy, and Dopey. They spend their days working in a diamond mine. Hearing her plight, the dwarves take pity and allow her to stay for one night. Upon discovering that Snow White is alive, the queen imprisons the huntsman and orders her guards to find Snow White. Snow White and Jonathan meet again in the forest and fend off the guards alongside the thieves. The two realize their feelings for each other before Jonathan departs to find the king, whom Snow White believes may still be alive. However, Jonathan is captured by the guards and imprisoned by the queen, who retreats to her secret chambers. There, she transforms into a peddler woman and creates a poisoned apple to curse Snow White with the sleeping death. That sounded a lot more threatening in the original. Just for the record. After the dwarfs leave for work, the queen finds their cottage and tricks Snow White into eating the apple by saying she is an ally of Jonathan's. She then reveals to her stepdaughter that she killed her father. Snow White falls into the sleeping death, and the queen retreats to her castle. The dwarves find her sleeping body upon return. Why didn't you just kill her? You dumb bitch. Upon returning, Jonathan, who escaped the queen's dungeon with the help of the huntsman, arrives to discover her dead and mournfully kisses her. Snow White awakens and rallies the dwarves and Jonathan's fellow thieves to overthrow the evil queen. This is lame. Like, I'm not the most exciting reader ever, but you can't make this any more exciting. This is as exciting as it gets, and it's boring as crap. Thankfully, there's only one paragraph left. Snow White confronts her stepmother, who goads her to take the throne by force, placing a diamond dagger into her hand. Snow White refuses to hurt her, instead reminding the people what the kingdom used to be like under her parents' rule. Moved by the memories and the princess's kindness, the guards stand up to the queen and join the civilians. The queen tries to attack Snow White in rage, but the dwarves and Jonathan's fellow thieves defend her. The magic mirror tells the queen that Snow White will always be fairer than her due to being kind and just. Snow White arrives to see the queen destroying the mirror, which is revealed to be the source of her powers. Did she use the mirror to transform? In the original, she had like these black magic books and like potions and stuff. This is lame. This is fucking lame. God, where was I? The magic mirror tells Snow White arrives to see the queen destroying the mirror, which is revealed to be the source of her powers. As a result, she turns into glass herself and disappears into a vortex while the magic mirror repairs itself. A celebration is held as Snow White is named the new queen, marries Jonathan, and justly rules the land. Wow. That sounds like quite an experience. I am actually very glad that I did not pay to see that. I'm sure all of you at home watching this are very glad. If this is a celebration of Disney's failure, because all these live action remakes have been terrible. I've been saying this since like 2015. Okay? I saw Alice in Wonderland. What else did I see? I saw The Jungle Book and I saw Beauty and the Beast, and those were terrible. Okay? I did not see The Lion King. I didn't see Mulan or Pete's Dragon, or I'm not going to see Lilo and Stitch. Okay? So, for the record, this is a very bad flick, and it deserves the, what is it, 45%? 42% of 215 critics' reviews are positive on Rotten Tomatoes. Yeah, that sounds about right. The Hollywood Reporter surmised that the film would need to gross $500 million in its box office safety net. How embarrassing. Disney gets exactly what they deserve when they do stuff that they shouldn't be doing, when they should be focusing on entertainment, not politics, not remaking movies we've seen. You want to remake a movie? Disney, this is a message to you, Bob Iger. I'm sure you're going to see this. Remake a bad movie and make it good. Remake Atlantis: The Lost Empire. Remake Brother Bear. Remake Dinosaur. Dinosaur the Ride is getting torn down. And I'm pissed because that Carnotaurus is the best. The Carnotaurus is the coolest dinosaur ever. And they're just tearing it down for Indiana Jones, even though Indiana Jones made less money than Dinosaur. Dinosaur was a box office success. It didn't make $1 billion, but it didn't cost it didn't lose the studio $500 million either. Dummies, stupid. So, Disney, you should be ashamed of yourself. You get exactly what you deserve. Guys, if you like this type of video, I'm going to do a lot more of these for bad movies. This sounds like crap, and I'm really glad I didn't see it. I'm actually very glad that I decided to sit down and read Wikipedia, an untrustworthy source that gets edited all the time, over paying $20, $15 to see a movie that I knew I was going to hate. Guys, thank you so much for watching. If you like this type of video, I already said that. Hit the like, hit the subscribe button. Let's get to 100 subs. It's amazing. Remember, I'm live. I will live stream every Sunday and Monday and Thursdays, starting next week, but Sunday and Mondays for sure. You can catch me around 3 o'clock, Sundays and Mondays, 3 to 7, or just whenever I go live. Guys, thank you so much for watching. God bless. Have a great day.